9 mistakes you're making with your cat. Imagine finding out that everything you thought was love or care for your cat might actually be pushing them away from you. Imagine that each wrong gesture is creating tiny cracks in a bond that could be magical. The truth is, you might be making mistakes that silently hurt your cat every single day, and the worst part, you don't even realize it. And this is just the beginning. Today, we're going to reveal the 9 most common and dangerous mistakes cat owners make. But first, let me tell you something that almost no one talks about. Have you ever wondered why your cat seems to ignore you sometimes? Or why they meow and you just can't figure out what they want? It's not just you. A study published in the Journal of Veterinary Behavior showed that 80% of cat guardians misinterpret their cat's behavior, and that leads to a series of actions that push them away. But don't worry, there's a solution for everything. Let's go through it mistake by mistake, and by the end you'll understand your cat like never before. Mistake 1. Punishing your cat for bad behavior. He knows he did something wrong. Just look at his guilty face. No, he doesn't. And that face, it's not guilt, it's fear. Cats don't associate punishment with something they did even minutes ago. They live in the now. According to animal behavior expert Jackson Galaxy, punishing a cat only teaches them to fear you, not to stop doing something. And what does that cause? Cats hiding from you, becoming aggressive. Or worse, starting to self-harm from stress. The alternative: reinforce positive behavior, ignore the bad, and redirect with toys or distractions. Positive reinforcement builds trust. Punishment destroys everything. Mistake 2. Leaving the litter box dirty. Would you use a public bathroom that's filthy? Would you feel comfortable there? So why should your cat accept that? Cats are obsessed with cleanliness. If the litter box is even slightly dirty, they'll avoid it and start peeing outside the box. They develop urinary infections or suffer anxiety from not knowing where to go. According to the ASPCA, more than 50% of out-of-box elimination cases are due to poor hygiene. Scoop at least twice a day. Change the litter completely every week. Your cat isn't messy, they're trying to tell you something. Mistake 3. Keeping your cat away from windows or the balcony. Because it's dangerous. Attention. I'm not saying to let your cat roam freely outside, never, but limiting their access to visual and sensory stimuli can be just as harmful as letting them escape. Cats are visual predators. They need to see movement. Watch birds follow the sunlight that regulates their mood, their sleep, even their appetite. If you live in an apartment, install secure screens, create a catio, or use a safety net on the window. Depriving your cat of visual stimulation is like locking you in a white room with no windows for weeks. And did you know that most cases of feline depression begin exactly this way, with a lack of stimulation? Mistake 4. Letting your cat eat whatever they want. Oh, he eats kibble and some of what I eat too. That might be shortening your cat's life. Onion, garlic, chocolate, milk. These are just a few human foods that are toxic to cats. But even the wrong kibble or too many treats can cause obesity, kidney disease, or serious digestive problems. Veterinarian Dr. Karen Becker says, poor feline nutrition is the leading cause of silent diseases in domestic cats. Talk to a vet about your cat's ideal diet. And remember, food is love, but only when given responsibly. Mistake 5. Ignoring their nighttime behavior. Your cat wakes you up in the middle of the night, runs around the house, meows at your door, and you think it's just crazy hour. But it's not. Cats are naturally crepuscular. It means active during dawn and dusk, but it can be managed with the right routine. If your cat does this often, it means they're bored or lacking stimulation during the day. Practical tip: play with them at night. Simulate hunting. Feed them right before bedtime. That resets their internal clock and helps you sleep better too. We've already uncovered 5 dangerous mistakes that can slowly damage your relationship with your cat. But these next 4 are even more subtle, more common than you think. If you've made any of them, you're not alone. But now you'll finally understand what your cat's been trying to tell you all along. Let's keep going. Mistake 6. Not respecting their boundaries. Cats aren't like dogs. They don't always want to be picked up, held, or kissed. And when we ignore that, we're not showing love, we're showing disrespect. Have you ever tried to pet your cat and they turn their head away, flatten their ears, or flick their tail? That's not shyness, that's a clear no. According to cat behaviorist Pam Johnson Bennett, ignoring a cat's boundaries breaks trust, and rebuilding it takes time, sometimes months. We think we're being affectionate, but to them we're being invasive. Watch their body language. Let them come to you. Give them control over the interaction. That's how cats love. On their terms, and when they choose you, it's the purest form of trust. Mistake 7. Using loud sounds or sudden movements, vacuum cleaners yelling, slamming doors, clapping to scare them off the counter, all of that may seem harmless to us. But to your cat, it's traumatic. Cats have an acute sense of hearing, almost 4 times more sensitive than humans. So even a small noise can feel like an explosion. And repeated exposure to loud sounds can lead to chronic stress. You might notice them hiding more, avoiding certain rooms, or even showing signs of illness. Because cats somatize, they internalize stress, and it affects their health deeply. Create a calm environment. Use gentle redirection. And if you need to correct a behavior, use a soft tone and consistency. Your cat doesn't need fear to learn, they need safety. Mistake 8. Skipping vet visits because they seem fine. This is one of the most common and dangerous mistakes. Cats are masters at hiding pain. They don't whine, they don't limp unless it's serious. They don't cry like dogs. They just get quieter, more distant, or sleep more. And most people think, oh, they're just being cats. But behind that silence, there could be kidney failure, dental pain, arthritis, hyperthyroidism, or even cancer. Dr. Liz Bales, a feline veterinarian, says by the time a cat shows visible symptoms, the disease is often advanced and much harder to treat. That's why annual checkups are non-negotiable. Even if they look perfectly healthy, prevention is not just cheaper, it's life-saving. Mistake 9. Treating your cat like a decoration. It's not a companion. This one hurts the most. Many people adopt cats thinking they're easy pets, low maintenance, independent, decorative even, so they give them food, a litter box, maybe a toy or two. Leave them alone for hours or days. But cats are not furniture. They're not cold or indifferent. They're just quiet, in fact. A study by Oregon State University found that cats prefer human interaction over food, toys, and scent when given the choice. Your cat craves your attention, your voice, your presence. Even if they don't sit on your lap, they notice you. They follow you. They wait for you to notice them. When you treat your cat like a sentient companion, something shifts, they open up, they connect, and the bond becomes deeper than most people will ever know. So, what do you do now that you know these 9 mistakes? You're already ahead of most cat guardians in the world, because awareness is the first step toward true companionship. And here's the beautiful part. It's never too late to change. Start small, clean the litter box more often, observe their boundaries. Play with them when the house is quiet. Visit the vet, speak gently. Let them choose you. Because when a cat chooses to love you, it's not out of loyalty. It's not out of instinct. It's a conscious choice. And that kind of love is rare. You've come a long way. You now know what not to do. You've learned what breaks trust, what creates distance, what hurts your cat, even when you didn't mean to. But now it's time for the most important part. How do you rebuild that bond? How do you show love in a language your cat actually understands? Because love is not just saying I love you, it's being understood. How to say I love you to your cat. In their language, you don't need words. You need presence. And here's what that looks like, backed by science and real experience from behaviorists around the world. 1. Slow blinking. When a cat blinks at you slowly, they're saying, I trust you. And when you blink slowly back, you're saying the same. According to a 2020 study by the University of Sussex, cats are more likely to approach humans who slow blink at them. Try it. Look at your cat gently, blink slowly, and turn your head slightly. It's the feline equivalent of a hug, too. Let them rub their face on you. When your cat rubs their cheek on you, it's not just affection. It's marking you with pheromones, claiming you as safe and familiar. Don't push them away. Don't pet them immediately. Just be still. Let them choose the moment. That's love. In feline grammar 3, play. But playwright cats don't play for fun. They play to simulate hunting. Waving a toy around aimlessly doesn't do much. What they want is a challenge, a chase, a moment where they feel like a predator. Jackson Galaxy explains play is not optional. It's how cats release stress. Build confidence and bond with you. Use a wand toy. Move it like prey. Hide it behind corners. Make it escape. Then let them win. That final catch is pure satisfaction. 4. Respect the no. If your cat walks away, flattens their ears, or stops purring when you touch a certain spot. Listen, respect is the highest form of love. And cats remember, when you respect their boundaries, they start to trust you more. And the next time, they might stay a little longer, sit a little closer, purr a little louder. Love grows in silence, and trust is built in small moments. 5. Talk to them. Even if they don't talk back, cats recognize your voice, your tone, your mood. You might think, they don't understand what I'm saying. But studies show that cats can distinguish their human's voice from strangers, and they respond with subtle signs. Ear movement, tail flicks, pupil changes. Talk to them softly, narrate your day, ask how they're doing. Even if they don't answer, they feel it, they know. You're choosing them if you've made mistakes. What now? Maybe you punished, maybe you yelled, maybe you ignored your cat without realizing it. And now you feel guilty. Let me tell you something important. Cats forgive, but in their own time and their own way. The key is consistency. Show up every day with patience, with gentleness, with intention. If you create a routine of safety, your cat will start to relax. They'll test you, and slowly they'll return. That moment when they climb onto your chest again, when they purr for the first time in days. When they blink at you without fear, that moment is the reward, and you'll feel it in a place beyond words. If your cat could talk, they wouldn't ask for toys or treats or furniture. They would say something like, "Just be here with me. Watch me nap. Sit near me. Let me be. But never stop noticing me, because even if I don't say it, I love you in the only way I know how." Ready to love differently? You started this video thinking, I want to be a better cat parent. Now, you know exactly how mistakes are part of the journey, but the transformation begins when you decide to do better. And the next time you look into your cat's eyes, you won't wonder what they're thinking. You'll know they're watching you, waiting, choosing, loving. If this video opened your eyes, like and subscribe to the channel. Until the next video.